Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Seminoles will put toe to leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Cal's offense will be first on the attack. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds a spot in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the Doak. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So Florida State's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what... Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy.
Turning it off! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Finding an escape route. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty...
Tons of room in the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to... that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. With the catch, it's Price. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The penalty gets back a few, but it's still 3rd and 8. They give it to him again. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Hauls it in. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, no! Boy, just scorched that defense for that score.
He shows you all. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes a grab over the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. It's a seam wide open. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it. And he's... it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Golden Bears are on the move. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Hard running there.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area. Because of his speed and his size, he's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? He gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll give it to the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Oh, they're after him. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. The play action fake. It's caught. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards.
Trying to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And it's a math equation. Nice job. He sees the numbers. I got numbers out wide. I got blockers that can go make a play. Get it to my playmaker. He does the rest. Gets in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now, a lot of work work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back away.
The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there, offset. Punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing right. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Selvia. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. This time it's complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! Fitted in the window for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise. We have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. To the air, it's Selvia. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Cal. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble. That's the 1st down. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Selvia. Looking left. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the...
Snags it inside the 20. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He's got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here comes the heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability